Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session, we will discuss implementation of recombination or crossover in genetic algorithm. We will discuss the algorithm for its implementation. Let us start this session. In previous session, we have discussed that by using single point crossover or by using double point crossover, we can create child from the selected parents. These parents have been selected through the process of natural selection, which is implemented with the concept of Rowlett wheel. Now in this session we will discuss the algorithm for implementation of recombination. In order to design this algorithm, it is important to understand that parents and children live together in a population. In fact, the parents don't die after producing children, and they might mate with the population of next generation. The point is that in a population, we have both parent and children. And it is not like that parents just die after producing children. It means parent can survive for multiple generations. And normally, parents survive for 2 or 4 generations. And each of them has a chance to mate with other individuals. In order to implement this concept in the algorithm, we will use the concept of probability of crossover. And this probability of crossover will decide whether parent or child exists in the next population. So programmer has to define the value of probability of crossover between 0 to 1. And this component play a vital role to decide about the next set of population. As I have already discussed, in this algorithm, programmer has to define the probability of crossover between 0 to 1. Then in second step, a random number is generated in the same range. In third step, this probability of crossover is compared with the random number generated. And if the probability of crossover is more than random number generated, then we will pass the child. Otherwise, parent will be passed. And this step has been performed for each of the parent. It means that we have a number called as probability of crossover. This probability of crossover is compared with the random number. If probability of crossover is more, then child will be passed, otherwise parent will be passed. So based on this, both parent and child get some chance to survive for next generation. And the probability of crossover decide that whether parent passed or child passed to the next generation. And this process has been applied on both the parent. So from this logic, we can build multiple cases. Here you can see that we have parent 1 and parent 2. Which get a chance to cross over to produce child 1 and child 2. Now based on this algorithm, there are 4 possible cases. In first possible case, both the parent pass to the next generation. Let's suppose the probability of crossover is less and only parent are selected in this case. So in case 1, both parent goes into the next generation while children do not get any chance to survive in this case. In case 2, let's suppose the probability of crossover is quite high, then children will get the chance to go to the next generation, and in case 2 you can see that both child pass to the next generation while parent die just after the process of recombination. In case 3, the possibility is that parent 1 is selected and child 2 is selected, while in fourth possible case child 1 and parent 2 is selected. So these cases are further illustrated here. In case 1, both children die, but parent are alive. As shown in this case, both children die and parent are alive. This is case 1. In case 2, both parent die, but children are alive. So here in case 2, both parent are die, but children are alive. In case 3, male parent is alive with one child, that is female. So here we are indicating male parent as parent 1. So male parent is alive with the female child, parent 1 and children 2 is selected. In fourth case, female parent is alive with one child, that is male. So here child 1 is male child which alive with the female parent, that is parent 2. There are 4 possible cases for next generation. And in order to implement this concept, we have to use the concept of random number and probability of crossover. And if random number is less than the probability of crossover, then children will be passed to next generation. Otherwise, parent will be passed. So this is very important, that random number is compared with the probability of crossover, and if probability of crossover is more, then children will be passed, otherwise parent will be passed to next generation. The detail of this algorithm has been given here. First of all, list of parent is created by selecting parent 1 and parent 2 with the process of natural selection. So on initial population, we apply the process of natural selection and we select two parent, that is parent 1 and parent 2, and this is stored in list of parents. Here on a selected list of parent, a crossover process has been performed. We can perform crossover by using single point crossover or double point crossover, and through the process of crossover, two children has been created. One is child 1 and another is child 2. You can consider parent 1 as male and parent 2 as female. Same way, child 1 is considered as a male child while child 2 is considered as a female child. So a list of children is created which contain child 1 and child 2. Now a random number is generated in the range of 0 to 1. This random number is compared with the probability of crossover. As I have already discussed with you, programmer has to define the value of probability of crossover, and in this step random number is compared with the probability of crossover, and we are doing this process for parent 1. So random number 1 is generated and this random number 1 is compared with the probability of crossover. Now you can tell me what will happen if random number 1 is less than probability of crossover. So this is for parent 1, and in this case you can see that probability of crossover is more as compared to random number. So can you tell me what will be the pass to next generation in this case? Yes, of course. In this case, child 1 will be passed to new population, else parent 1 will be passed to next population. So the process of selection has been performed on parent 1. Now the same process will be repeated for parent 2. So here a random number 2 is generated by using random function in the range of 0 to 1. Now this random number 2 will be compared to probability of crossover. Now this is for parent 2. So if probability of crossover is more, then of course child 2 will be passed to new population, otherwise parent 2 will be passed to new population. So through this we will able to get new population, and you can clearly see that there are 4 possible cases in this algorithm. Based on this discussion, we can clearly understand that if random number 1 is greater than probability of crossover and random number 2 is also greater than probability of crossover, then what will be the population? Can you answer me? For this condition, what will be the population we will obtain? You can see that in this case random number 1 is more than probability of crossover and random number 2 is also greater than probability of crossover. So take your time to answer it. You can pause the video at this point, try to find out next population, and after finding the answer you can again play the video to compare your answer with the solution discussed next in this video session. So here random number 1 is more than probability of crossover and random number 2 is also greater than probability of crossover. So both the parent will be passed to next population. So in this case parent 1 and parent 2 will be selected. Let us consider another case. Here probability of crossover is more than or equal to random number, while probability of crossover is more than or equal to random number 2. So what will be the output in this case? I hope that you can answer it correctly. So the answer will be child 1 and child 2, because probability of crossover is more than random number. So we know that if probability of crossover is more, then child will be passed. In this case, the next population will have child 1 and child 2. Let us consider this situation. In this case, probability of crossover is less for random number 1, while probability of crossover is more for random number 2. In this case, from first condition, parent 1 will be selected, while from the second condition, child 2 will be selected. So in next population, we will have parent 1 and child 2, because random number is more than probability of crossover for first parent. So parent will be selected, while in second case, child will be selected. So parent 1 and child 2 will be passed to next generation. Let us consider this scenario. where probability of crossover is greater than or equal to random number 1, while random number 2 is more than probability of crossover. So in this case, the population will be child 1 and parent 2. So you can see that the population will be child 1 and parent 2. Probability of crossover is greater for random number 1. So child 1 will be passed, while in this case parent 2 will be passed. This is all about the algorithm, and I hope that through this algorithm you have a clear idea that how parent or child get the chance to pass over to next generation with the concept of probability of crossover and random number. So we can implement this concept in any of the programming language to implement this second step of genetic algorithm. Here we have initial population where we apply natural selection to get list of parents. Then this list of parent is modified with the process of crossover to create children as child 1 and child 2. Now to decide about the candidate for next population, random number and probability of crossover is used. If probability of crossover is greater than the random number, then child will be passed, otherwise parent will be passed to next generation. In this way we have 4 possible cases. In one case only parent passed, in second case only child passed, in third case parent 1 and child 2 passed to the next generation, while in final case child 1 and parent 2 passed to the next generation. This is all about this session. In next session we will discuss about the implementation of mutation in genetic algorithm. I request all of you to please subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorial on such kind of topics. So please subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed so far. I have already created multiple courses on Udemy to learn the concept in a simplified way through video sessions. One such course is Simplified Approach to DBMS. Another is Simplified Approach to SQL, Mastering PLSQL, Mastering Machine Learning. So these 4 courses are already running at Udemy platform. You can join these courses to learn these concepts in a simplified manner. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, Simplified Approach to DBMS, Know SQL in a Day, Beginning with SQL, and PLSQL for beginners. All these books are available at Amazon platform. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.